And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire in a Fist-Militia-led spoiled democracy. We're picking up the bottom of round 13. We have one decision awaiting us. Militia enthusiasm. Don't need that yet, luckily. Contact.
Roger that.
Keep that balanced for the moment. Usually later game you'll move towards political power because you've got all the councils and you don't need the generic ones as much. Oh, that's the robot. Okay. A little bit annoying the robot's in the middle of the road. I don't like the number of guys we're seeing on that border. They are a territory, so let's figure out what type of territory they are.
Roger that.
Figure out if I need to keep a picket on the north. Keep them under control. The militia capacity is now quite high with the most recent law pass, so we should be seeing the militia be basically growing every turn. Just making sure we're not double stacking most places along the line. The exception is here with the robot, where we want the robot to move sort of back down to the robot territory so we can secure the road. Continuing to move against the farmers to the west. At this point, I probably do want to nationalize the truck depot. For our next militia law, I need... So I probably don't need to keep any surplus. I can probably just push this one to the vote. But looks like for the moment we need 96 to safely do it. Just in case I do need to do push. Do you want to increase income tax? Yeah, we'll take an income tax increase roll. And then nationalize the transport hub. And then we are going to sell stuff off to try to generate the revenue to cover the fact that we just sold off. Yeah, let's do the rare earth.
Roger that.
Okay, so the prices have come up, so that's nice to see. I'm going to sell the metal off as well.
Roger that.
That gives a nice little nest egg for the moment. Hopefully we're going to make enough petrol. I think we make enough petrol to maintain a single truck station. Yeah, 20 fuel. We make enough petrol. Okay, we cycle the turn. I want to be a spoiled democracy, and we're being a bit too not spoiled. Yeah, I want to be a spoiled democracy so I can get militia ready to serve and permanent militancy down here. But apparently I'm not doing well enough to have our virtue collapse. I'm doing too poorly. So we got to work on that. I got to get better so I can do the thing I want to do. Twitch chat saying war, time to clear the lands. That's one option. I do definitely want to do something against the farmers to the west. The farmers are at war with another major, so we basically want to run and take the farmers over before the other major does. The robots to the south are probably still... They're more annoying than they are a major security concern. And then next turn we'll know what our northern neighbors are, the new northern neighbors. Okay, there's the robots off the road. So I can go secure the road again. So we can continue expanding. Cephalus Confederation, round 14. We got 5 decisions. Reducing populism. We'll actually say no, because we're going Fist, and I kind of want to decline into a spoiled democracy.
Roger that.
That's fine.
Yes,
okay. So this one's just going to
Copy
confirm. I
that.
was hoping that we were going to get the Eco Council to pop. Too early for that, apparently. We're going to take the
Roger
unrest
that.
here, which isn't great.
Roger that.
Government, we'll take that. Okay. Oh, who's the northern people? Another surviving AI. Okay. So we want to secure that border just to keep them from running south. Yeah, not enough diplomacy yet. Although we'll 227 is not unable to be overcome. Yeah, we haven't contacted the people at war with these guys. And I don't really want to spend the political power on doing that yet. Law overview. Price has probably gone down. 68, although I want to have a backup 20 points just in case I need to push it. Oh, that's probably the major. Wonder where the city of the people who are trying to invade is. Before right now, it's a passive aggression invasion. I'm not technically at war with them. I'm just taking their stuff. Round 15, we got 3 decisions. So there's our objective. We'd like to take that city before the other major does. Although at the same time, I've got a giant surviving AI to the north, a giant surviving AI to the south. It's like south and north. Let's see if I can get my directions correct. Incident with Deep Mate. I kind of actually want negative morality because we're trying to go into spoiled democracy, so just ignoring his options wouldn't be terrible. Although we're trying to do enforcement. Yep, you've been a bad boy. Economic. Probably do want to do the Eco Council here. What do I get?
Yes,
Roll
sir.
civilian. Yep, 2 civilian, 30 int. Could be worse. Could be worse. Yeah, let's push the Eco Council so we can actually get the Eco Council moving. Blame the crew. Admit it was our fault. It was my fault. Blame the workers.
Roger that.
Yeah, we do need to check our territory every turn because we are getting more and more militia forces standing up. Either through voluntarism or the militia literally making new forces. Because our max on militia size is large. Already has a master. That's not great. That means I got a major to the west and a major to the east. I was hoping to be able to make them my subject. But that's a sad day. Yeah, that's a sad day. Law overview. 60. So again, I don't quite have enough political power on hand. Do what I want. Yep, let's plus change the budget because I'm gonna want
Roger
to
that.
bias it in favor of the Eco Council. Yeah, better than nothing. Okay, cycling turn. Yeah, definitely feeling the going interior councils of start was maybe not the smartest plan. Probably should have gone that foreign affairs if I wanted to do diplomacy with the neighbors, because apparently our neighbors have neighbors. So if I wanted to diplomatically integrate the neighbors, I needed to be faster. And I've lost my road again. Although it's the westernmost portion of it. 7 losses, Normandian kills, we have decisions. Average security is what we promised, so success. More Atlantic grade infantry, cool. Current size increased by 20 or 200. I think that's just units joining the manpower pool for the militia, not new unit being deployed. Yet. Not new unit being deployed yet. Workhouse law. I'm not actually that interested in this. What makes the population happy? Art, commerce. India. They have to do strong influence to stop this, and I'm not sure I dislike it that much.
Roger that.
Yeah, this works for the moment.
Roger that.
Yeah, start on Sealed Road. Yeah, I'm not opposed to this badly enough. We're gonna just lean back and let it happen. We got 4 of our possible 7. I do need to be careful because if we're at 7, they'll start voting things out. And then they don't necessarily like the militia laws I'm trying to sign through, so they may try to vote those out. So I gotta be a little bit careful. Let's try to push the militia funding law through. We're gonna have political power. Should be able to push it through if I need to push. Okay. I'm gonna raise another formation of light infantry.
Yes, sir.
I'll be the commander for that unit. But yeah, too late to get protection of the guys to the east because they've got neighbors. Like they've got a master already. We're gonna use the new unit here, take over the militia's duty on the north. So I've got more to push west. Again, if we take that city before it falls to the other major, that's a good way to handle that situation. I don't even necessarily need to take it, I just need to surround it so it can't fall to the other major. Cycling the turn. We are just starting on technology. And I've been putting off the last militia law, not because it's hard, although it will be the hardest one to push through. Because I think it's the one that actually benefits the least, until we have some technology to improve the militia anyway. Okay, got the robot off the road, so I can take my road back. Round 17, 7 losses, no random kills. We got 5 decisions. One of the territories is declared on us. Okay, so the robots are technically at war with us. Some of them with eyes. We've violated their territory enough times. They're not happy with us. Is what that's doing. Their target prioritization still tends to be based off of technology, not just off of I hate you. We're at war. So I'm not too worried about that.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Security, yeah.
Copy that.
Law vote. Militia funding law, because we brought it up to vote. They're in favor, so I can just lean back and let it pass.
Copy that.
Success. 76 in favor, 24 against.
Roger that.
Ancient Underground Complex. Talk to the AI. I'm going to take the role to talk to... No, we're going to force... We're going to roleplay enforcement here. We're going to say no one talk to the
Roger
AI.
that.
Copy that.
The militia continues to increase both max size and current size. Although I don't think that was a deployment. I think it wants a bigger unit to deploy at the moment. Oh, it wants to give me a guards division, so it's trying to save enough manpower for a guards division. And we haven't hit the efficiency goals yet. 10% chance yet every turn. You know, we're gonna wait for some cards. I'd like to roll at least one successful archaeology card before I start yoinking everything out of the ruins here. Which means I need to pull them first. Now that we have an eco council, we can actually pull them. Barely existed, so it hasn't had any time yet to pull any, but... Okay, that's fine. I don't necessarily need that northern territory. We can let the robots have it. Round 18, we have 2 decisions. Waste disposal is going to be one of them. The farmers officially declared on us. They finally got fed up with us yoinking their territory while being at peace. And they have declared. Incident with the pardon. We're Fist. You're not allowed to pardon people.
Roger that.
Waste
Roger
disposal
that.
accident. Success. Oh, you've got guns, so you can't go in the high mountains. Fair enough. So we'd like to take the city before the neighbors do. Or at least take as much territory if we fail to take the city before the neighbors do. Shuttle Nimbaman, Director, Foreign Affairs.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Major embassy on the people to the west.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
Failure,
sir.
but not a critical failure, so at least it's not a step backwards. Okay, we're gonna cycle the turn here. Again, hoping for the Eco Council to find us some nice stuff. And or for more militia to deploy. We did kind of hamstring our own production for professional troops, so our professional troops are not going to be able to handle very much combat capacity right now. Round 19, we suffer no losses nor many kills. We have 4 decisions. Vigilante Justice will be one of them. Gain efficiency goals. There we go. With our efficiency drive. Demagogue. Find him and arrest him.
Roger that.
Success. He's been arrested. We'll
Roger
support to mitigate
that.
that. Critical failure? Well, that's a shame. Guardians want something. Okay, so let's... That would be a good card. We're going to declare on war on them at some point, so it's not the worst if I have to say no. But I don't think we have to say
Yes,
no.
sir.
Yeah, we got 60 or 600. Better than nothing. We can pay for
Yes,
it.
sir.
There we go.
Roger that, sir.
That virus suit has been discovered. Cool. I'm gonna hold on to my political power here and just
Roger
say,
that.
ask me later. Yeah, I want the city to be bigger, but I don't have the stuff right now. Yeah, if I want to bum rush a tile, it's probably the region's capital. Probably that tile. I'm going to try to rush any of the tiles down. Yeah, I think this is an opinion buff, and we can't protect with them, so doesn't really help me. Yeah, I need to stop spending political power. Went through it real fast when push came to shove on that turn. At least militia level is stable. And then we'll generate a little bit more revenue by selling stuff.
Roger that.
Here we go. Major attacks, farmer counterattacks. Round 20, we have 3 decisions. Who wants to be a better person? We got another efficiency drive. I need more money. I don't think I need more money right now. Type of soldier to promote. Skill is paramount, zeal is paramount. Nah, both are important.
Copy that.
National budget. So we want Supreme Command to be 50%. So we're getting decent political power. Tier Council we're going to put down to 10. Foreign Affairs are going to put down to 10. And then pretty heavily weight towards economic rest. Heart or mind? Well, we get opinion buffs for going heart, so
Yes,
we'll go with
sir.
heart. Depending on how things evolve, I may attempt to take a swing at that location next turn. We've got the 2 motorized and a couple other units able to attack. Okay, things are otherwise going relatively well. Economic Council, we're making slow progress to sealed roads being complete. To be fair, the militarist major to the west does seem relatively friendly. So once we get the farmers' territory, that's going to secure the western border. We can free those troops up to go the south or north. We're technically at war with the robots to the south, so there's an argument to go south. Try to get rid of the robots. We had our own road cut. That was the drawback of getting into that positioning. So I either have to think I can take the fight successfully on this turn, or I need to pull back to secure the road. Round 21, we have 3 decisions. Okay, the other robots have been declared. Yeah. What's our odds? Not good enough for me to want to throw everything at the attack. That gives us connection back to our road, so we can stay in our attack positions, the motorized units, but we've gained control of the road again. Improved ways of working suggested. Allow both systems.
Copy that. Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Vagrant sorted by posse. We get Fist, we get enforcement, we lower morality. That's all the things we want.
Roger that.
Vagrants got slotted, sir. A few may have escaped, but they probably won't go far. Damage is decreasing, which is good to see. Militancy is stable. Current law cap is 7. We are currently at 5. As far as trying to pass the next law that I want, which is this one, it's 60 points, plus this one is pretty opposed. So I might want to actually save up the full maximum push, which is an extra 60 political power, so quite a bit we had to save up for that, to get that one through. This one's also probably the least valuable of the 4. Still plus 2 militancy, so it allows us to have a larger professional force in combo with the militia. More militia-based morale. Nice. But the main benefit there, which is earlier access to regular army models, is not very valuable when our regular army models are barely better than the militia. In fact, I'm not even sure they are better than the militia. 24 soft attack versus 30 soft attack. Yeah, barely better than the militia. Okay, let's cycle the turn. We got attacked, we held, traded 1-to-1. Actually, we didn't hold, we got driven off the hex. But we lost 1-to-1, so it was a efficient trade. Killed 100 infantry, lost 100 infantry. We have 2 decisions. Militia forces hold a parade to show their strength and loyalty. Time of bureaucracy continues. Allocate maximum amount of money to boost the power of the militia.
Copy that.
Orgs. Yeah, I should probably get the military research going as well.
Copy that.
And military research. At that point, I think we'll hold off until we get padded and assault rifle before we bring the model council online. I'm gonna need a leader for the military, so let's grab a
Yes,
junior.
sir.
Cap 2 could be worse. Could definitely be worse. Could definitely roll a 1. Attacking with motorized is not enough here yet. Yeah, I think we just save the political power this turn. Cycle the chain, or cycle the turn. Our goal in the west is to get the city before the other major does. And we're both basically the gates of the city, so it's trying to figure out how to take it. But failure to take it just means it's easier for the other guy to take it. So we don't want to try to pull the trigger too soon and fail. Attacked, we held. We got attacked, we held. 7 losses, no made kills. We have 5 decisions. Syria forces joining the Maxia Federation. That sounds like a very good way to get into trouble. I want to say yes. It's definitely not the right choice. New director for the Military Research Council. You're actually probably with that in probably better. We'd lose a good military command on the second, but the second doesn't really need you.
Copy
Sure.
that.
We've actually got a decent research target, so we'll do balanced research discovery.
Copy that.
That
Copy that.
target being patented envirosuit. Zone decision. Charismatic Union Chief. If I thought you would succeed, I would roll to get rid of him. But the moment we're gonna leave him alone because you're gonna fail. Oh, and they have a subject. They're a subject of someone. So if I declare on them I'm going to be at war with the subject, they're going to get immediately annexed by that major. No, I got to say no. I want to do Fist. I want to have fun with Fist, but that's just a punch yourself in the face choice. It's only so much I'm willing to punch myself in the face. Yeah, not yet. Time to take a swing at the city. And not good enough odds there. actually. Let's do increased sales tax.
Yes, sir.
Give us a little more revenue. Looking at 44, and again, I probably should save up the full 60, go above that, so that means we're on like 104 right now. So, could try to propose that, but we'd probably just fail, and it'd be a waste of political power. Okay, we take a little bit of a step down on the south. Around 24, we got 2 decisions. Free folk knocking at the gates. Could probably do with more population. More population is good. We were trying to do fists, so we don't really want heart. Which make enforcement tempting. But we're gonna put them in. 3,000 more people in the city is good. Reserve pool member to become the new commander. Seems reasonable. And that law cost is probably getting cheaper. $36. So yeah, it would be 96. So I possibly could propose that next turn and then push it through the turn after. Yeah, we got a little bit of cruel calculus going on with the farmers to the west. We've killed 4 in infantry. It's round 25. We have 4 decisions awaiting us. Open arms, antique shops, humanitarian aid, R&D crew. Compulsory military service. On the initiative of the Reformist League, the Parliament is holding a vote on whether to enact the compulsory military service law. Defense of the nation is not something we can leave to altruists only. All need to sacrifice for the future and report to the recruitment offices. Law effect, recruitment maximum doubled. Soldier base morale -10. Population happiness -1. Worker happiness -1. This is very much obviously this is a fist law. Fist enforcement, yeah. So all factions are supporting it. I would have to really stop them if I wanted to not go through. So we're just gonna lean back, we're gonna let it go through.
Roger that.
Roger that.
We'll accept an
Yes,
embassy.
sir. Roger that, sir.
Does that mean they like me enough I can do... No, they're only up to 50. I mean, that's not gonna pass, okay. They're friendly, but not that friendly. So we got 89 political power. If we look at our laws... 28. Okay, we're going to call to enact this law.
Copy that.
That will be our 6th law. Or 7th law, actually. So I'll have to be a little bit careful because they're going to start trying to propose to remove laws we want to keep. And it's probably better for me to get rid of an existing law, or propose to get rid of an existing law, than to let them choose. Although we got enough for support, because we've been pushing militia up. Enough support that they aren't really all that interested in getting rid of existing laws. Although they'll be a little bit more interested when they've got no choice besides get rid of the existing law or not have their way. Almost there. Do I... We don't have enough for consent, so probably not. So I suppose the nice thing about that last law that just passed is that has... Okay, the cost of opinion from the city fixed the problem I sort of self-inflicted on myself with recruiting. So we should see our recruiting go back to closer to normal. Let's cycle the turn. Let's see if we can get the last militia law passed. And then the difficulty will be trying to keep them all inactive at the same time, while being Fist aligned and enforcement aligned. Enforcement is not going to be too detrimental trying to maintain all the laws, all the militia laws, but Fist will be. One of them is preferred by heart, one of them is preferred by mind. And Fist is neither heart nor mind. Crumbs. I lost my road. What's up in the losses, normating kills? We have 5 decisions. Got our archaeological effort, and yeah, we lost our road. Am I in position to attack? Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. It's going to be a little bit of fluctuation. Lavo! 51 against, 49 against. As stands, it will not pass. However, if I want to sway them towards it, I need a strong influence, which we do currently have the political power for. Oh, well, it's 80, not 40. Okay, should have saved him a little bit more.
Yes, sir.
Roger that. Roger that.
Okay, so we're going to strongly influence to get it passed.
Copy that.
Decision to apply strong pressure to vote favorably has changed the militia +4. It also costs us 40 political power, 40-20 influence roll, provided +46. Word score 59 modifies this by 54. Your influence operation results in -6 word score as you're using up goodwill. Democracy -3. Secretary is now calling the Parliament to vote on whether to enact the law. It is voted 92 in favor, 8 against. Archaeological effort. We'll do a roll.
Roger that.
We are sure there are no sites in the location. Okay. So this scavenge is just that. It's scavenge. There's nothing fancy to be found in it. This even means the outskirts of the city over there has something fancy in it. So yes. It means it is time to either start mining or generating power based off the scavenge. Or some combo of both. What is my highest level scrap tile? You. Well, those are pretty close.
Roger that.
Gonna get some scrap so we can get some of our own
Roger
resources that are
that.
not coming from the private or the private sector. And we're gonna set one up as power,
Roger that.
so I can upgrade the bureaucracy using the power. And of course, we are trying to go spoil democracy, but apparently we're not doing terribly enough. So our virtue is stable at 95.8. Well, but doing terribly enough, I mean, we're doing so terribly that the virtue is not declining due to us being terrible. We are in last. In fact, someone's already up at 11 victory scores, so we're definitely a bit slow off the blocks here. Although from our RP standpoint, we've achieved our goal. All the militia techs, all the militia laws. So now I just need to figure out how to get them to not shock them the moment the next vote comes up. So ideally, I probably got to vote something else out. Probably move against Workhouse if I can get into it. We'll see. We'll see if I have enough political power by the time, or before they vote to check one of the laws out. We'll also have to deal with that robot. You're not expected to do a very good job. And yeah, they are quite scary. 240 something firepower. Well, it's only an 85 on the defense, so if we get enough together, it wouldn't be too hard, I think, to take it on. Get rid of that one. But let's cycle the turn here. You're gonna go to like a turn or two more at the current rate, and then we'll put another part break in for the midstream tea break. Attacked us. We lost a unit of bikers, or otherwise able to hold. We were driven back. That's not good. We lost 300 infantry. 3 decisions await us. Politics. Commemorative plaque for the militia. Probably do want to do that. We are pro-fist, so
Yes,
reverse your
sir.
discipline,
Roger
discipline
that,
you,
sir.
or reverse your choice and discipline you. You want the victory points to go up? I do too.
Roger that.
This is maybe a mistake to say yes to, but for morale reasons, we will say yes. And yeah, we'll sell the rare earths here for the money.
Roger that.
Then we'll say
Copy
yes
that.
here. Militia units gain morale. Yeah. So if we get the 6-way attack here, I think we can probably get rid of that one sub unit. And arms.
Yes, sir.
Subpar success. Result modified by minus 50%, but that still reduces or still improves happiness by 3. Good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Push some money into the local economy. Out of the hands of our leaders. Okay. Another
Standing
political
by.
power.
Roger that.
Call up the zone order. I'm gonna probably really want some more troops. Let's raise the recruit limit, and I'm actually gonna double the sign-up bonus. Try to overcome some of the pushback we're getting.
Roger that.
From low happiness as well as some of our laws. See if I can try to get the unit up north to reinforce faster. Okay, our construction projects. We're delayed due to difficulties with hiring, although not significantly, so we'll still get the furnace done. Once the recycling's done, we'll swap and expand the bunker. Upgrade the bunker to an HQ. Galactic Republic infantry showing out why they're effective. Successfully holding the line. Up no losses nor many kills. It's round 28. We got 3 decisions. Supporters action. We're pro-Fist.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Again, it's going to stay balanced here.
Roger that.
And yeah, we'll finally pay the political power
Roger
to upgrade
that.
the city to size. Press this obstacle on my road.
All clear, sir.
When dealing with things with such high firepower options, overrolling firepower, just get rid of them. That had the potential to do a lot of damage. In fact, in the short term that it was up, it got 3 hits off. It didn't kill anything in those three hits, but you got 3 hits off. In fact, we got 3 into it to give you an idea what the firepower effectiveness difference was. So it was about fair fight. Just we had a lot more sort of toughness, let's just say. It was a lot harder to get rid of that many guys than to get rid of one of theirs. Yeah, I need to deploy to keep those guys from running amok. Okay, scavenger finish is done. Cycling's expected to finish next turn. The turn after that, we'll start on the high command. Okay, let's cycle the turn. We're making progress on technology at this point, so other than the fact that apparently we're struggling to get our virtue to actually go down because we're not doing super hot, things are going well. Things are going better for everyone else, but things are going well. Working on sealed roads, working on pet and virus suit, working to expand the bureaucracy so we can spend more on tech, so that that tech can eventually be handed down to the militia as the militia grows and grows. We're not getting any new units because it's trying to make a division, which should actually be getting pretty close to with 2,100 manpower. It probably wants to. This is probably a motorized division is what it wants, so it needs more than 2,000. Wants 2,000 plus trucks is probably what's going on there. And then before we go on T-break, let's see where we are. Yeah, we're in last. 2.1. We're doing worse. We're the worst. Although no one's at the point of running off to victory at this point, so I don't have to worry about defeat, other than in the sense of that I gotta keep people away from the HQ. The city falls, the run is over. So we gotta keep them away from the city. Keep the city from literally revolting. And try to take a second city. Oh, that's the most annoying of possible moves it could have done. Okay, and we're gonna do one more turn because I wanna get that guy encircled so we can figure out how easy it is gonna be rid of him. Round 29, we got 2 decisions. Medal of Merit, okay. trying to get the Galactic Republic infantry there a little bit more supply. So I'm extending the road. Okay, we don't have enough tech to really warrant having the model design council. And we don't have enough recruits to warrant bringing up motorized or not motor, bring up tanks or artillery or something if we were to develop them. So we're just doing none here. Demands the release of spy. Well, we don't want autocracy. I'm tempted to get the Fist here, but I don't really want to release their opinion. We get 6 political power, we say yes, so we'll
Yes, sir.
accept.
Roger that, sir.
Technically, we pay 1 to say yes, but pay 1 to say yes and then get 6 back. So net of 5. Yeah, so we got you encircled. I don't have. Well, I have 1 attack. Yeah, so I think if we attack from all the directions, we should be able to get rid of that 1. And then they could go back up to holding the north border. You know, the militia size is still increasing. We're not quite large enough yet to get that guards division deployed. It'll probably be another one of these motorized units in size. If I were to guess. So it's probably specifically waiting to have both the trucks and the manpower for the line units. And I think it's got the line units, I think it just needs the trucks at this point. Medal of Merit. I got the political power. Let's put the Medal of Merit on the Director of the Foreign Affairs Council.
Yes, sir.
So now we're looking at some actual capacity to do some rolls. Not that I can do anything with you, or do anything with you, because you're both at war. Major. You're not at war with the Major. Post peace.
Yes, sir. Roger that, sir.
Peace is denied. Well, you get no peace then. Okay. So we got the situation under control. I'm going to cycle the turn, and then we're going to put the barber again. The robots will be dealt with. The troops will go north. That's what you can probably be expecting early in the next part here. And probably free up the motorized again to go west and stare menacingly at a city. So watching this end turn here, we're going to bring the recording portion to a close. See if any more surprises come out of the enemy. And yeah, that's not too concerning. We'll be picking up next time, the bottom around 30. If you're watching on YouTube, that should be tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. This is where we're going to put the midstream tea break in, where I go get a replacement cup of tea. So it'll be a slightly longer break than normal, because it takes time to get the pot up to steam, get the water poured, get the water to actually seep into the tea bags, you know, the whole shebang. So until the next bit, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.